What you watching?
Oh, I'm watching Motherhood Sex Marijuana podcast, as you should, on YouTube. Wow. My friend, Motherhood Sex Marijuana podcast on YouTube, the best. Check it out.
Motherhood Sex Marijuana podcast. Motherhood Sex Marijuana podcast.
Hey, I want a shirt, I want a shirt, look. La camisa está linda, loco. La camisita está linda. Beautiful shirt.
Motherhood Sex Marijuana in the motherfucking building. Yes. Oh.
Yo, you better give me that money.
Hey, baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey.
Hi guys, today we're here and we're gonna try mochi nut for the first time.
Yeah, the
So
first time.
we have 3 flavors.
What is it called, Molly?
Okay.
Mochi nut?
No, we'll see that.
So wait.
Hello, welcome to this episode of Motherhood Sex Marijuana. It's a different type of episode in which you invited yourself on here. So my daughter invited, Alrighty. Awesome. Motherhood Sex Marijuana in the building. My name is Ruby Doll, and I'm here with a very special guest.
Hi.
This is, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Ziona. Zai.
Okay. This is my lovely daughter, Zai. And she is an amazing spirit and a wonderful person. And I'm really glad to have this, opportunity to continue on in the conversation. And so I look kind of blurry. Am I blurry?
Yeah.
It's blurred up, right? Okay, let me see. There we go. Okay. So I don't know why it does the blurry thing, but let me just check. What is that?
Cause it's like you it and it adjusts and then it goes back to just being blurry.
Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on, but let me just check something real quick, okay? I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, there we go. Okay, maybe it's just because it couldn't see me in the. Can you see me? Shit. There we go.
I'm seeing 2 of myself. Oh, okay. I see you now. That's not what I wanted.
All right. Anyway, let's start that over again, please.
Okay.
All right. So, Motherhood Sex
Hold on, you're blurry again. Okay,
Blurry.
wait. I think it's like the angle or something.
Okay. No worries. We're going to get this in, right? What's up, y'all? My name is Ruby Doll, and I have a very special guest. Her name is Ziona. I'm going to let her introduce herself a little more and tell y'all a little more about her. But she is my beloved daughter. I'm so grateful and honored that she is wanted to come on here and express some of her thoughts and kind of like what she is going through as a young lady entering womanhood. Ziona, hit it.
But like she said, my name is Ziona. I was originally born in California, but I moved up to Washington to meet my father and live with him for a while, and eventually don't live with him no more. Don't live with my family, but we are going to continue to I will continue to uplift myself, and I'm gonna keep pushing through it.
Absolutely. And so, yes, I did meet Ziona through her father. And long story short, here we are. And so, but I really want to, Ziona and I have a lot of conversations off camera. And I think we want to keep a lot of some of the things I would say under wraps. And so,
Right. More so
with
personal.
pardon.
Just keep things personal.
Exactly, because, at the end of the day, um, people are entitled to their privacy. However, she knows very well what my thoughts are about everything. There's no secrets between she and I and between any of my children as long as they can have a thought provoking, or, even the little ones, I should say. There's no
Right.
secrets here. It's just all about openness,
And
vulnerability,
being able
and
to communicate.
exactly. And a lot of things that have been on my mind is just wanting to apologize to my children and apologize for certain things that I didn't know in that moment. Not only the deep-seated things, but like little things such as I could have spent more time with you, or like time is all that matters at the end of the day. And sometimes chasing a bag isn't always that important, you know? And at the end of the day, does it really matter about the bag if you lose everything? And
Right.
so we've had some really dope times as a family, I must say, some of the most amazing times. However, we've also had some very troubling times. And with the disbandment of our family, I think we've all learned and taken lessons, like every one of us, whether they're good lessons, bad lessons. And a lot of things I had to do was understand how I want to be like a better parent. You know what I mean? And so I want to ask Ziona, what do you think I could do to be a better parent?
Honestly, out of the three parents that I have, you're more of a parental figure than any of them. Like, to me, I claim you as my mother over my own mother. And it kind of hurts to say that, but it's like, you're my mom. Like, I get
Nice.
it. It might hurt her feelings, but you're my mom. Like, I look at you as my mom more than I look at her as my mom. You've been a better parent to me than either of my parents. Let's be real.
And okay, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. And she probably right about that. And from her
But
perspective, but I also
but
have
we did
had my
bump heads a lot.
we did.
Yeah.
We absolutely did. And I'm not perfect by any means. And so one of the things she didn't want to talk about it last time she was here, but I'm gonna bring it up. I had gotten
Oh,
so I had gotten so mad at my queen that I threw a coffee at her. It wasn't a hot one, but it was a cold one. And I regret that. I regret that a lot. I was having a temper situation. There was something I didn't feel right in my gut that day. And now that I know the whole reality of the spectrum, I understand what I could have possibly been feeling. And the feeling is like, how are we catering this whole morning to this child? Because in my eyes, sweetie, you're a child. I'm not looking.
right.
And so I think that, anyways, long story short, it's one of the things I regretted. And I do hope that you forgive me on that.
I've been forgave you. And it's like, I remember one time, because you remember how I used to always do your hair and do your
Yeah.
makeup.
Yep.
And I remember you called me into the bathroom and I was straightening your hair one day. And you
Mhm.
just broke down and you were just crying to me. And you were just like, I'm so mean to you. I don't know how you still love me. And I was just like, I was just looking at you and I was like, oh, okay. So this woman does have emotions and she do feel stuff. And it was just like after that, I feel like our relationship changed a little bit, at least on my end. Because like I feel like, I'm just not really being mad at you for the things you're doing anymore and really trying to understand it. So it's like when you had came to me and you were crying, I was like, she clearly doesn't want to just be mean to me. I mean, she's not just, you know? So it's like after that, it kind of made me feel like it kind of made me shift my feelings towards you shift, my perspective, I should say. So it's just like, yeah, at first I really thought you didn't like me. So then it's like the more time that I spent with you, I was like, okay, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just tripping. And then I wouldn't say that I was always tripping. I feel like there was some times where we didn't like each other, but that's not the case now. And we've had past conversations, private conversations to get us to where we are now.
Yeah, like, and I'm so glad that you brought that up because honestly, I didn't like you guys. I loved you, and I felt
Oh,
a sense of, no, I felt a sense of like responsibility over you, and I really did feel sorry for y'all, to be real. And but there was a lot of conversations that my daughters were having that I just did not like. And it was just like, you guys are babies, and I can't believe that and I was judging you. So I apologize, but it's never like out of malice. Like, I don't truly not like you even. It's just that I didn't like how you would communicate. And my face did not lie. And I tried to be really serious around you guys just because I wanted you to respect me. Like, but I absolutely loved you from the minute, or even before I met you. I already
right.
made a decision to love you guys.
I feel like, you were definitely like a respectable woman figure to look at finally. You know how relieving that is to just have a good female role model in your life. But it's just like certain things that you would do, it would just leave me in awe. Like, not I can't say that because it's like it would just leave me dumbfounded. Just like, oh, because like I get it, you want respect, so you're gonna carry yourself a certain way. You're gonna be more serious. You're gonna be more stern. But it's like we were all younger, and not to say way younger, but we were younger. And it's like the mindset that I have now and the mindset that I had then. I be comparing it all the time. I'm just like, it's like I was two different people, and I'm just like, yeah, you were like, I understand I have a lot more growing to do, but at
So do
school,
I.
I have teachers coming up to me talking about, most adults haven't even figured this out until they're about my age. Most adults, this and that. And I'm just like, I'm really proud of where I am right now.
I've told you that before too.
Right. And, I feel like I'm kind of rambling, but I lost my train of thought.
No, no, it's all relevant. It's all relevant to the discussion. And so I'm really grateful that you decided to come on the platform to share with us like your, I guess, your personality and your thoughts. What would be your advice to somebody um that that feels that they're completely alone, but they have so many like questions in their mind? What do you think that this person should do?
Um, the typical answer would be, oh, go get therapy, go get therapy. But like I've told you personally, 10 minutes by myself in my own head is better than any hours with the therapist. So it's just really like the self reflection and shadow work, right? As uncomfortable as shadow work is, it's really just like helped me focus and stop just thinking about chaos and my past traumas and stuff. So it's like after I started doing a little bit of shadow work, I feel like I really had a spiritual awakening. So after that, like I started getting into like crystals, chakras, and all of that other stuff, and it's genuinely helped me. I feel, it might not work for everybody, but the spiritual shit is definitely helped me.
Word up. And thank you for sharing that, sweetheart. We're these are all just tools, whatever we can like adapt or adopt into our lives. I think it's fine. Whatever works for us. I try to collect crystals, but the kids always tend to like take them and throw them, or what I'm saying, like, and I tend to lose
Hmm.
them a lot. I noticed that. So it's like, okay, well, maybe I need to focus on something else. And so you sound like
Or
Auntie Net with
maybe
your
you might need to
situations
realign
over there. I love
yourself.
it. What's that?
You might need to realign yourself.
Thank you. And that's exactly what I need. And I think it needs to just be the inward, you know. I think
Right.
anything outward at this point, aside from like having to deal with the kids, is just like too much. And also like what is your um what would be the best, I would say, safe sex advice for the youth of your age?
I don't really think I'm the person to ask for that, as uncomfortable as that is, because I'm just on birth control, and I mean, other than that,
Birth control. Okay. So you what's it called? Contraceptives is what you have just okay. So it's all about being responsible, you know, regardless of what it
right,
is. And I do, you know, I have my feelings about birth control, but that's me personally. You know what I mean? I won't dare tell another woman, even my daughter, you know, like what you need to do with your body. I can suggest things. I can say that's probably not the best, you know, but it's
right.
solely up to you. And I think that as you come into your womanhood, you're, you know, you're being more, you know, developed in that. And it's like a you're grounded, your foundation, you know, and I'm so proud of you. I've said it so many times, like, girl, you are so wise, and some adults don't even know this shit. I haven't even gotten that. You know what I mean? Yes, we all have our work to do. I'm not saying that you're the scholar of everything and that you're supposed to
Obviously,
lead the revolution yet, but I will say that I'm so proud of you because even when like I've seen even when you know, just watching you, you know, of course the mother's gonna watch her children. You're gonna like you're gonna check out their personalities. I have always loved your creativity, dancing, art, writing stuff. You know what I mean? Rapping. This girl can rap, she can sing, she can dance, she can write
mhm.
poetry, she can write
So,
stories,
um,
she's
right
raw.
now, I'm working on my clothing brand and my
Come
podcast,
on.
and then working on a bunch of different art projects to sell at the farmers market.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I just found a just some random skateboard at the in Capitol Hill. I took it home. I'm gonna paint it and I'm gonna sell it.
That's what's up, sweetheart. I'm so proud of you. That's what's up. That's right there. That's
Thank
also
you.
an expression of self-love when you can make your art be that proud to go and, you know, share it. Good for you. Um,
Thank you.
and may all the blessings come upon you. Like you're so worthy of it.
And you
Um,
as well, mother.
thank you. Now that your brother's having a baby, that's also going to be great birth control. So shout out to my son, her brother Malachi. He and his lady, shout out Summer, are expecting their first baby, and I'm
First
so
babe.
thrilled. I'm thrilled
Mom, this is the
because
first grandchild, the first nephew, the
come
first
on. Yeah,
oh my gosh.
this is, you know, and I'm so honored that you know, that I even know about it. My son communicates with me and he has shared things with me and I'm so grateful. So let's all use that as birth control right now, including myself, and let's just focus on this new
But
baby that's coming
I
over
don't want
here.
to have kids until I have enough money to provide for them without worrying
Thank you,
about anything.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
Good job. No, good job, seriously. Do you have any like I know you appreciate, you know, a girl's parenting skills, but seriously, like what would be your advice for like a parent like me that okay, here, let me be specific. What would be your advice to parents who want to pursue their dreams but want to keep their children first?
Right. So right now, I've been like looking at the situation with my bio mom. And I'm just like trying to figure out her situation. So I keep telling her, I was like, Mom, do you ever feel like God took us? Because she's a very religious person. So this is the best way I could put it. I said, Mom, do you feel like God took us away from you so you could focus on yourself? Because she had ended up telling me, like, I don't even think I love myself anymore. Like, I love you guys more than me. And so then it's like, sometimes God really turns your favorite people into lessons. Sometimes you just have to understand. Sometimes you need to put yourself first, even with your kids. As selfish as that fucking sounds, sorry, excuse my language, but as evil as that sounds, you have to put yourself first sometimes, not all the time. Know your limits, but understand that they can't get taken care of without you being okay.
Boom.
As much as you try to mask it, they're kids, they're gonna feel it.
Boom. That is why I'm so big on self-love. And I
You
don't
have
care,
to be.
call it selfish, but we all need it. So how is that selfish? Y'all need to check yourself, man. Not like in a judging way. I don't want to be like that. But I think
But
that
I feel like there's a difference from being selfish and being self-centered. I feel like that's the difference because everybody's selfish. Everybody has selfish tendencies. But if you are a self-centered person, I cannot be around you. I can't. I can't.
well, she's also a diva, guys. So that definitely will not. You know what? You're one of my favorite Aries. I usually don't get along with them. I like love them or don't get along with them at all.
Right.
So thank you for being amazing through and through. And again, you guys, Ziona and I have had our differences. Like she said, I said, um, I'm glad that I could admit to like really being irked by your guys' personalities and shit at first.
Right. I'm
But
glad
then
you said that
again,
too, because I mean, we all knew it. We all knew it. We were just waiting for you to say it.
but you know what? I really give God a lot of glory. I think that what the my regret for real, is not instilling more of like God like practices. Like we should have prayed together a lot more, I think. And I think that there was a darkness in that space in us in a sense.
It
And I feel like as when you stay close to God, honestly, you don't even have to believe in God the way I do. If you have a spiritual source that you go to, or that spiritual source is back to yourself, whatever, like you need that in order to stay strong in such a dark world. So I love you,
True.
Ziona, so much. How about so she told us about her aspirations. She told us about what she's been working on. She's always been entrepreneurial. What do you do to help yourself when days are not so flowery and full of sunshine?
Um, I mean, at one point it was like just like my days would just kind of get like worse and worse. So then it's like I kind of just, I've kind of like made it normal, like normalized it, right? So it's basically I've normalized the lifestyle that I've living, so it's normal to me now. But I feel like if I were to talk about it with other people, they would just look at me funny. So it's like I don't really have an answer for that because I feel like I'm just like living in my bad days, just.
Mm. One
But
day at a
I need to
time.
stop thinking like that because I feel like I'm just manifesting it at this point.
Yeah, don't do that, baby girl. We on the up and up now. You good. And I thank God for you guys. You guys have taught me a lot about unconditional love. You guys taught me about the importance of being a good leader. You guys taught me also about sharing or appreciating each moment because it could be gone. You guys taught me about, oh my goodness, I'm about to cry. You guys just taught me about so many things. And I think that at one point I was really angry after the disbandment of the family. I was just so mad. I was mad at the people who had who had done what they done or whatever. I was just,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, it's like what I've gained from that experience like what the level of like self-love and self-preservation that I had to gain, and the appreciation for the divine sources really helped me. And so I'm glad that they're helping all of us, and honestly, of all my kids, there's one that I don't talk to very much. She's probably still upset at certain things. And I just want to tell her, if
I don't
she,
talk to her either.
well, I
I
want to
don't talk
tell
to her
her,
either.
and you know what? I don't think she talks to anybody of us. And I just want to let her know that I love her. If you're watching this, I do love you. And I mean every word of that. And you could even hate me, and I will still love you. And so I just hope that you are safe, and that you're taken care of, or that you're taking care of yourself wherever you're at. And I could never stay mad at you guys. So I just want to tell you, gosh, wow. That is, I could not fake that, you guys. I
I
fake a
didn't
lot
even
of things.
know. I didn't even know that you actually like. I miss that girl. I had to like admit to myself that I miss her because I was feeling something that wasn't just anger. Because I'm really mad at her, and it's just like it took me months before I could admit to myself that I do miss my big sister, but
Yeah,
that
I
does not
miss
mean
her.
she has to be in my life.
You know what? I talked about this on a podcast with my other peers, and long story short, I think that it's okay when family members have to come to like odds at times and have to give each other space. I think that when you do come together, because it's not a matter of if you do, it's when you do, especially if it's, a strong bond that way, then you guys will be on a vibration where you can meet each other, because at this point, no one needs to be anywhere that they don't want to be. Let's just be real about that. And so,
Right.
Ziona, I just so appreciate, I keep saying that, I know, but like, I just got to tell you, like, how much I really appreciate you on camera,
All
off
right.
camera.
So
About it.
a lot of this conversation has been about, oh, what can mothers do to, what, or you said specifically, what could I have done to be a better mother, right?
Mhm.
So it's just like, now I just feel like you're really just beating yourself up. Now I
I
feel
ain't
like
being
you're not
myself
giving
up.
yourself grace, right? And it's like, you know, it must be so fucking, I mean, sorry, it must be so hard. Just imagine being 100% in charge of somebody else's life. I could not deal with that pressure. Kudos to you, because I couldn't do it. But it's just like, I just feel like you be downplaying yourself so much. You just don't want to give yourself that much credit. And it's like, I get it. You want to be humble. You want to be humble or whatever. But there's a difference. Like I told you when we were in person, Mom, there's a difference from being humble and then downplaying yourself.
True.
And I just feel like, if you're going to keep downplaying yourself, I'm going to keep uplifting you. Because, Mom, you have been the best mother to me that I've ever had.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
my own mother more than my biological mother, more than the woman who pushed me out.
Hey, I mean, be like that. It be like that.
Right. And it's just like, Mom, I love you so much. And I just want to just say thank you for everything you've ever done for me, because you genuinely didn't have to. You really, and I really feel that now. Like, you really didn't have to do anything for me. Just paid for me to come home after visiting you. Like, you've done more for me than most of my family ever has. So it's just like, it just hurts me to see just like, oh yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It's whatever. No, no, come on. Come on, come on. You deserve all of that. All of it.
Oh,
You're so
thank you.
amazing. And I don't even think you realize how amazing you are. Like, yeah, you got that hustle in you. But do you really know to the extent that I know? Everybody around you, see, that's why people come around you. That's why people like being around you. or the people that are around you, because it takes a certain person. Not everybody can vibe with Rue. Right.
That is true, yo.
But it's just like I don't know. I just feel like you need to give yourself more credit. So if you're not going to give yourself that credit, I'll give it to you
Thank you, my
because you
dear.
deserve it, and you deserve so much more, Mom. I love you so much, and if I could do more to help you, I promise you I would.
Girl, thank you. God bless you, my child. You are just so dope. You know, I think we've given the people a lot right now. I don't think we need to give them any more because I just, this is just that shit, that real shit. And so
Right.
I really appreciate you. Thank you for taking time. I know you have a very busy life. And my girl's going to school. She's starting her businesses. She's making us all proud. And so, is there any parting words that you want to give the people right now before we exit?
Other than just stay true to yourself and don't let people's opinions get to you.
That's right, my queen. Thank you so much. Motherhood Sex Marijuana, the motherfucking building with my girl Ziona. Thank you for watching. Of
All right. Thank you for having me.
course.